Something big went terribly wrong in the Garden of Eden. So Adam and Eve were chilling in the Garden of Eden with God, hanging out with him, and then they ate from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And that is what introduced sin into the world. As soon as they ate the fruit, what did they do? They hid. They hid from God. And after they hid, God came looking for them. And so this is what it says in Genesis 3, verse 8. It says, "And then the man and his wife heard the sound of the Lord God as he was walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And they hid from the Lord God among the trees in the garden. But the Lord God called to the man, 'Where are you?'" We can ascertain, knowing that God knows everything, that he knew exactly what had happened, right? He knew. He actually knew where they were. So when he asked, "Where are you?" it wasn't, "I'm looking for you." What he was asking instead was a question that comes from a grieving parent's heart. It was because the relationship had broken. And so in the original Hebrew, the word is Ayekah. And that word actually is the only time that that particular Hebrew word appears in the Bible. And when it's saying, "Where are you?" it's not saying location, but it is saying, what happened between us? That's the "where are you?" God felt that severing in the relationship when sin entered the world because their closeness was gone. They hid. So God wasn't saying, "Where are you?" He's saying, "What happened to make you hide?" I actually read an interesting translation to this, and it said, the description was, "What did the serpent tell you about me that made you think I was the kind of father you needed to run from?" God wasn't accusing them of anything when he was saying this. Ayekah. He was giving them the dignity of being heard. He wanted to reach out to them. He was inviting them to bring that fear and that shame and that brokenness into the light of his presence. And that's what good listening does. It creates that space. It tells the other person, "You matter. Your story matters. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you when you have shame. I want to hear from you when you're struggling." And if God himself can take the time to listen to his children in their most broken moment when they realized, "Oh no, we did something bad," how much more should we listen to the young people in our lives? Sometimes the most Christ-like thing we can do is pause and look them in the eye and ask with sincerity, "Ayekah, where are you?" And then wait for the answer.